single soul on earth knew who he was. No name, no identity, no passport, no fingerprints on record. No one came forward to claim him. Just a perfectly dressed body on a beach in Australia. And a tiny scrap of paper with two words that have haunted detectives, code breakers and historians for over 75 years. This is the Tamam Shud case, and it remains one of the most bizarre unsolved mysteries in human history.
December 1st, 1948. Somerton Beach, Adelaide, Australia. It was a warm summer morning. Two men out for a walk spotted something unusual near the shoreline. A man, well-dressed, clean, lying perfectly still against the seawall. At first, they thought he was just sleeping, maybe drunk, but he never moved. By the time police arrived, the man was dead. No signs of struggle, no visible wounds. His expression was almost peaceful. Investigators searched him carefully. He wore a fine white shirt, a brown suit, and polished shoes. His clothes had no labels. Every single label had been removed, deliberately. In his pockets, a used bus ticket, a used train ticket, a comb, a pack of chewing gum, and a half-empty box of matches. No wallet, no money, no identification, nothing. Police launched an investigation immediately. They took his fingerprints. No match anywhere in Australia or in international records. They checked missing persons reports. Nothing. They released his photograph to the public. Thousands of people looked at his face. Not one person recognized him. He was a healthy man, well-built, somewhere between 40 and 45 years old. A pathologist confirmed he had died from heart failure, but found traces of a rare, unidentified substance in his body. A poison, possibly, but no poison could be confirmed because his organs had partially broken down. Someone may have poisoned him so cleverly that they left no trace. Months passed. The body was embalmed, preserved, just in case someone would come forward. No one ever did. He was given a name, just for records. They called him the Somerton Man.
7 months after the body was found, detectives re-examined the man's clothing one final time, and inside a tiny, hidden fob pocket sewn into the waistband of his trousers they found something extraordinary. A small, tightly rolled piece of paper. On it two printed words in Persian, Tamam Shud. It means it is ended, or it is finished. The paper was torn. It had been ripped from the last page of a rare book. A book of Persian poetry called the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. A book about love, life, fate and death. But which copy? There were thousands of editions, and somehow investigators tracked it down. A man in Adelaide had found a copy of that exact book, thrown onto the back seat of his car weeks before the body was discovered. And when they examined the back cover of that book, they found a phone number and a code, 5 lines of letters that have never been decoded to this day. The code found in the book looked this. Go ababd, hemliawi, wtm stumpibi, alkikafismabas. It staspub. Every intelligence agency, every codebreaker, every cryptographer who has ever looked at this has failed to crack it. Some believe it's a what-I'm pad cipher used exclusively by spies. A code so secure it can only be decoded if you have the matching key, which was likely destroyed. Was the Somerton Man a spy? Was he sent to Adelaide on a secret mission? Was killed by someone who needed to erase his identity completely? The Cold War had just begun. Australia was at the center of nuclear testing, and Adelaide, the very city this man was found in, was home to some of the most sensitive military research in the Southern Hemisphere. The timing was not a coincidence. The phone number found in the book led investigators to a woman, a nurse living in Adelaide. Her name was never publicly released. She was simply called Justin. When police showed her a cast of the dead man's face, she fainted. She recognized him. That much was obvious. But she denied knowing who he was. She gave only vague, evasive answers. She never cooperated fully. She had a son, a young boy, and decades later, researchers noticed something remarkable. The son had the same rare physical traits as the Somerton Man. The same unusually shaped ears. The same rare tooth structure found almost exclusively in people of Eastern European descent. Was the Somerton Man the father of her child? Had she been involved with a spy? Was she protecting someone? Justin took her secrets to her grave. She died in 2007, still silent.
In 2021, Investigators finally received permission to exhume the Somerton man's body. Using advanced DNA technology, forensic scientists extracted genetic material after 70 years. And they made a breakthrough. His DNA revealed ancestry from Eastern Europe, possibly Ireland, and Eastern European Jewish heritage. A partial family tree was mapped. Distant relatives were identified. A name has been suggested: Derek Abbott. A professor who spent 15 years on this case believes the man may have been a Russian spy named Charles Webb, a man who simply vanished from records around the same time. But it has not been officially confirmed. No living person has claimed him. No government has acknowledged him. No family has stepped forward. The Tamam Shud case is still, officially, unsolved.
A man, a beach, a poison with no name, a code with no key, a woman who fainted but never spoke, and 2 words on a scrap of paper that mean, "It is finished." But for the Somerton man, whoever he was, it is not finished. His story refuses to end. Who do you think he was? A spy? A lover? A ghost? Leave your theory in the comments below. Subscribe to Mystery Dreams for more stories that the world forgot to solve.